Welcome to Herzing University online presentations. The topic covered in this presentation is graphing. The rectangular coordinate system, also known as the Cartesian coordinate system, consists of a horizontal number line, the x-axis, and a vertical number line, the y-axis, intersecting at their 0 point, the origin. The system contains 4 quadrants. Each point in the system corresponds to an ordered pair of real numbers x, y. An ordered pair is a solution of an equation in 2 variables denoted x, y, where x represents the x-coordinate and y represents the y-coordinate. Here is the Cartesian coordinate system. I am sure this looks familiar to you. The x-axis, y-axis, and origin are labeled. In quadrant 1, all x and y values are positive. In quadrant 2, the x values are negative and the y values are positive. In quadrant 3, the x and y values are both negative, and in quadrant 4, the x values are positive and the y values are negative. Plot the point 0, -3. This point is along the y-axis where x is 0 and y is -3. Plot the point 5, 0. This point is along the x-axis where x is 5 and y is 0. Plot the point -4, -5. This point is in quadrant 3 because x and y are both negative. Graph the equation y equals 2x minus 3. For each value of x, we get a value for y. We can plot the ordered pairs on a graph and we get a straight line. That's why it's called a linear equation. Make a table of x and corresponding y values. Select random values for x and then figure out the y values by substituting the value for x into the equation. When x is 0, y equals 2 times 0 minus 3, which equals -3. If x is 1, y equals 2 times 1 minus 3, which is equal to 2 minus 3, which equals -1. If x is -1, then y equals 2 times -1 minus 3, which equals -2 minus 3, equaling -5. If x is 3, then y equals 2 times 3 minus 3, which equals 6 minus 3, equaling 3. From our table, we have our ordered pairs, which can then be graphed. Our ordered pairs are 0, -3, 1, -1, -1, -5, and 3, 3. To graph the line, plot each point 0, -3, 1, -1, -1, -5, and 3, 3, and create a line that goes through each point. Graph the equation y equals -x minus 4. Make a table of x and corresponding y values. Select random values for x and then figure out the y values by substituting them into the equation. If x is 0, then y is equal to 0 minus 4, which equals -4. If x is 1, then y equals -1 minus 4, which equals -5. If x is -1, then y equals negative times a -1 minus 4, which equals 1 minus 4, which is equal to -3. If x is -4, then y equals negative times a -4 minus 4, which equals a +4 minus 4, equaling 0. From the table, we have our ordered pairs, which can then be graphed. Our ordered pairs are 0, -4, 1, -5, -1, -3, and 4, 0. To graph the line, plot each point. 0, -4, 1, -5, -1, -3, and 4, 0, and create a line that goes through each point. Graph the equation y equals 4. For any x value, y will always be 4. Therefore, the graph is a horizontal line at y is equal to 4. Graph the equation x equals -2. For any y value, x will always be -2. Therefore, the graph is a vertical line at x equals -2. Let's take a look at interpreting graphs. Graphs can provide a great way to summarize data and provide an interesting visual of the data. This is a line graph taken from the website www.mathgoodies.com and shows temperatures in New York City during 6 days. Given the information in the graph, we can answer several questions such as 1. What was the temperature on day 5? 2. What was the highest temperature during the 6 days measured? 3. What was the temperature on day 2? Question 1. What was the temperature on day 5? According to the graph, if we go over to day 5 and look up, we can see that the temperature was 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Question 2. What was the highest temperature during the 6 days? We are being asked to find the highest temperature. So we need to find the highest data point on the line graph. We can see the highest temperature was 67 degrees Fahrenheit, and it happened on day 6. Question 3. What was the temperature on day 2? According to the graph, if we go over to day 2 and look up, we can see that the temperature was 53 degrees Fahrenheit.